Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this very late tonight, mostly because it's pretty late in my time doing this review. And sorry about the ding on my laptop because it's a messenger message from someone I talked to. So I am talking to right now. So basically, this is for the Tuesday album review for season 5, episode 14 is, I believe, the season I'm doing right now for Chevelle's album, This Type of Thinking Could Do Us In. And this is an album I wanted to review because I know there's another album I do want to check out before I get to Venacera for the 6th season. So that will be happening in the 6th season. I think point number 1 is what I'm going to review in season 6. So I'm going to check that out. But yeah, I'm going to discuss what I listened to for all 11 songs for this 46.5-minute album and let you know my thoughts on this type of thinking could do us in for Chevelle's new album. So let's dive right into this album review. Now, basically, it starts with the clincher, and honestly, I actually really like this track. This is actually one of my favorite rock songs for the start of this album. Great opener, for sure. Pete's vocals sound really amazing in this track, and I just like how it starts off really heavy and with the trunky and pretty smashing guitar and drum. Like the drum work is really heavy in this song, and that's what I like about this track. It sounds like a good hard rock song, and I like it. So 5 out of 5. I like the lyric "Now Saturate." That was one of my favorite parts in the moments in the song where Pete's really screaming his lungs out. It sounds really good. 5 out of 5. Get Some was a pretty good track too. Really like how this song is sounding overall, so 5 out of 5. It changes its melody in the bridge section of the song. It goes really chunky with the riffs for the guitar work, and it really surprises you. It definitely blindsides you with how it changes the melody for the bridge part of the song. But overall, the track is really amazing, so 5 out of 5. Vitamin R, Leading Us Along. I know this is a classic Chevelle song, and to me, I personally thought it was good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I don't know, it's just, there's something about it that doesn't really catch my attention with this track. Like, I don't like it as much as The Clincher, in my honest opinion. I mean, The Clincher is a classic, don't get me wrong. This song is great too, but I have my critiques with this track, with how it sounds overall. I just don't know. It's a, excuse me, yawning. It's a hit or miss kind of track, so 4.5 out of 5. Don't hate the song, I think it's good. It's just, there's something with the execution of the song, with how it's sounding, production and mixing. I don't know if I like it that much. Still Running is a great track. Really like this song. Pete's vocals sound really amazing. The heavy and fast guitar riffs are great, along with the drum work sounding pretty fast and heavy. And I really like how this song is playing out. And the chorus is my favorite part. Say it, that it's done. I want it, need it done, need it all, or whatever the lyric is. But basically, Pete sounds good vocally in this track, so 5 out of 5. Breach Birth is a solid one too. It's one of the least favorites in my opinion. I don't hate it, I just think it's a good track in its own way. But I have excuse my yawning, I'm about ready to go to bed after this review, just so you know. Breach Birth's gonna get a 4.5 out of 5. I have my critiques with how it sounds overall and how the song's playing out, so 4.5 out of 5. Panic Prone, I did not think I'd like it as much as I thought I did years ago. I think years ago, I was willing enough to give it a 4.5 out of 5 when I was listening to it when I did not even start this channel then. But basically, I'd give it a 5 out of 5. Pretty good track. It just, yeah, I have my, there's some good points and some iffy points with the track, but I think overall how it's sounding, it sounds pretty nice. So 5 out of 5. Another Know-It-All is a great song. Really enjoyed this track with how it sounds. Pete's vocals sound amazing, and just his scream vocals sound great in this track, so 5 out of 5. Then comes Tug of War, and that was a 4.5-minute song, but did very well was the runtime, so 5 out of 5. Pete's vocals sound amazing. The drum work and guitar work is pretty amazing. I like the chorus of the song. It sounds really good. So yeah, To Return is a favorite of mine. I really like this, but it's not as good as the next song, in my opinion. I like To Return. It's an amazing song with how it sounds overall. Pete's vocals is quite astounding, meaning it's quite amazing with how it sounds. I didn't mean to say astounding. It's amazing with how it sounds, and just the way the song is structured, mixing and production and guitar work and drum work, it did pretty well. 5 out of 5. Definitely rocks for sure. Then comes Emotional Drought, and that was one of my favorites for this album. The second to last song is definitely a personal favorite for me. I really like the Try To, Won't Keep Holding Back My Conscience lyric. I don't know, there's something about this track that I really just jam the fuck out to. And I'm just like, yeah. It's a great Chevelle song, in my honest opinion, so 5 out of 5. Then comes Bend the Bracket, the closing track, and that's a weird melody. I tried getting my mom into this band. She does not like how it sounds. She said, how he's singing sounds creepy. I'm like, that's the whole thing. It's supposed to be ominous. It's supposed to be an ominous track. It's supposed to make you feel something. And this is what made me feel something. The ending to this album was really off on a dark note. And, I mean, it still was a nice song, but it just ended on a weird cliffhanger to leading into the next album. Excuse my yawning in this video, or this review. I've been working hard today at my job, and I'm ready to relax for tomorrow, and I gotta go to the post office again tomorrow to sell another eBay item, so yeah. Pretty much 5 out of 5 for Bend the Bracket. Overall production, mixing, and execution-wise, I think Chevelle's This Type of Thinking Could Do Us In album for this Tuesday album review is quite a really good album. Highly recommend you check this album out if you have not listened to it, and for an overall score for me, I'm giving Chevelle's This Type of Thinking Could Do Us In album a 9 out of 10. Pretty rockin' album. Highly recommend you check it out if you haven't listened to this 2004 album. Next year it's going to be 20 years old, just so you know, because this album did come out in 2004, so it is almost 2 decades old now. But it is still a classic Chevelle album, in my opinion. It is a great album, and I highly recommend you purchase this album. It's worth the purchase. So, 9 out of 10 for Chevelle. This Type of Thinking Could Do Us In for this album review, for the Tuesday album review, Season 5, Episode 14 that I did for you guys. Thank you guys for watching this review tonight. Have a good night.